Alright, what is up, guys? We're excited for our service tonight. Here's my wave. Give me a wave back, please. Hope you enjoyed the little would you rathers. We're going to get right into it tonight. So remember, be respectful, have some fun in the comments. We want to connect. We want to be able just to hang out and have some fun together. But also be respectful. Don't be inappropriate. You guys know the drill. I want to introduce our people behind the screen tonight. We have 4 of us. Well, me actually. So me up front, we have Mary Frances. Woo woo! Give her a wave. We have Jake the intern. Woo woo! Maybe put like a little baseball bat emoji because he plays baseball. And then we got Andrew. Put whatever you want for Andrew because he's crazy.
Yo.
We all know that.
Oh man.
But we're excited. It's us 4 tonight. We got some really good stuff planned. It's going to be great. We are starting our new series tonight called The Magnificent 5. And it's a really cool series that's going to set the tone for how we're going to continue to pursue our relationship with Jesus. And we're going to look at 5 things that are pretty essential in our walk with Jesus and how we continue to grow with him. Jake is going to start us out with his first talk tonight. He's got a really good message prepared, so get excited for that as that comes later tonight. As you guys know, we've been doing a lot of stuff online, stuff through Instagram and stuff through YouTube. Again, if you want to check out our YouTube account, you can go to Copper Hills Church on YouTube, click Playlists, click Student Ministry. You can check out all of our breakdowns, some of our services that we'll post and whatnot. But we want to know if this stuff has been good for you guys, because we don't want to just keep producing stuff if it's like eh. We want to hear if these videos, if these breakdowns, if these things that we're doing are stuff that you feel connected to Jesus through that and connected to each other. So maybe give us leaders your texts, maybe direct message us on our Rise account and let us know, or Rally account, and let us know how you feel about it. We're continuing to do our Worship Wednesdays at noon. And so if you don't know what that is, every Wednesday for however long we're in quarantine, Andrew is going to be doing some worship for us. And he's also going to possibly bring a friend or 2 every single time. And it's just an opportunity for us to sing about 2 or 3 worship songs to the Lord, spend some time intentionally with them, and connected with each other as well at the same moment. I mean, Andrew does a really good job, and he's got a really great voice too. So why would you not want to check that out? Wednesdays at noon. And here's something new we're doing. We're pretty excited about it. Zoom Hangouts. So, as you can see, we're wanting to start Zoom Hangouts this week. And I know Zoom is kind of like an ant for you guys because of school, but we're going to try to make it fun. We want to have a Zoom Hangout on Tuesday with our junior hires at 3 p.m. And it's going to go till about 4 p.m., no later than an hour. And so we're going to have different games and things like that, and that's only for you junior hires. And then on Thursdays, we're going to have our Zoom Hangouts at 3 p.m. for our high schoolers. Again, till about 4 p.m., no later than an hour. And what we want you guys to do is direct message us on our Instagram account or text your leaders if you want to be involved in that. So that way we can send out the link specifically to you guys, so that way just random people can't get involved in that. Because we just want to connect, we just want to have some fun and hang out with you. In these Zoom Hangouts, we want you guys to, if you can, have a laptop when you're Zooming in, and also have a phone ready. Because we're going to play some games where you're going to text in or jump in through the Safari or Google Chrome on your phone, and you're going to be able to play games live with us. If you don't, it's okay just to have it on your laptop or just have it on your phone, and we're going to have some games where we can just play and interact as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited for that. We look forward to hanging out with you on Tuesday at 3 p.m. if you're a junior hire, and Thursday at 3 p.m. if you're a high schooler. All right, one anticipated thing we have is our camps. If you're a junior hire, we are pretty positive that July 24th through 28th, we are going to be going to UCYC. And so that consists of, if you're a 7th through 8th grader, you're going to UCYC with us, and we are super pumped for that. Now, we realize there's a possibility it can't happen, but we're being really prayerful, and we want to invite you guys to be prayerful with us in that. If you are an incoming 9th grader, we want you guys to come to CIY with us. And as you've noticed, there's a date change, July 6th through 10th. So this is for all incoming 9th graders to leaving graduated seniors. It used to be June 15th through 19th, but Biola shut down all their events in June. But they've talked to COI, and COI have talked to us about they are continuing and wanting to move forward with their Biola COI event, July 6th through July 10th. And so, I know that switches some plans up for you guys. That may get in the way of riding some of your stuff. We're really sorry about that. But we as a student ministry team are really trying hard to do something where we can meet up this summer and hang out and gather. And so this is kind of like our plan A. We're going to take this next week to really think about if we want to go full throttle with this, and if we want to start links and registration set up and set the prices and all that stuff. Remember, we still have a big chunk of money that we're going to put into you guys because of how awesome you did in our scholarship and our fundraising that we had. So look forward to that. Get ready to that. I also want you guys to know too, in case this even doesn't work out, we have a plan B and we have a plan C. So we will have camp this summer. It just depends on if it's going to be at COY in California, if it's going to be at a different location, or if we're going to be doing it kind of here at the church. And whatever it looks like, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm done talking. You don't want to hear me anymore. But check out this video of parents scaring you guys as students.
I love those videos so much. I think they're hilarious. When I get scared, I would like to think that I'm the person that's like going to go into fight mode, but I'm more like the girl that was second to last there. I just like curl up in a ball and scream really loud.
I'm definitely a flight guy.
Yeah, me too. I'm a run as fast as I can. But before we get started with our next game, we just wanted to remind you guys that those Worship Wednesdays at noon, that's happening on Instagram Live, and that's a great way to connect. We've been loving that. Andrew, you've been doing a fantastic job. It's one of my favorite parts of the week. So we just want to remind you that that is on Instagram, and it's every Wednesday at noon. So plug in. So we got a game that we're getting ready to play. You want to?
It's the best part. I mean, really, other than hearing one of us homies talk about Jesus, the home hunt is pretty well like the main attraction, right?
The home hunt.
You guys already know. If you don't know, we're going to explain it for you. There's going to be 3 items that we're going to have you guys go get in your house. We're going to describe to you what they are and show you what we want you to go get. What your job is to do is to go throughout your house, go find the item that we specify for you to go pick up. You're going to request them live. The first one to do that, where they will connect with us. Mary Frances will press you in, and you'll be able to talk with us. The 3 winners that happens with, you get a free thing like a drink and a snack from QT. And so we'll be able to deliver those to you. I think it's Monday afternoons, right?
Yep, that's usually when we do them.
Usually when we do them.
Yeah, we're super excited. This week's home hunt challenges, though, the objects are kind of weird. They're kind of hard. One of them is going to take some extreme effort and buy-in on your end, so we're really excited.
100%.
You ready to get this thing started?
Oh, I think so.
Okay, here we go. So the first... Dude, I'm trying to play a game.
You're supposed to catch it.
Children. So the first thing that we need you to do is we need you to go into your house and find the oldest baby picture that you can find of yourself. So what Andrew and I did is we raided our good friend Russell. We raided his house and we found these baby pictures. And so I want to show them to you.
Look at that little guy.
So that's pretty cute, but it does get even better. So look at this one. Oh my goodness. He's adorable.
No, this last one's my favorite.
We got one more.
This guy.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that haircut.
So you do not have to find 3 photos. You have to find the oldest baby photo of yourself that you can find in your house. Request in live, and if it's cuter than Russell's photos, you might get double the prizes. I mean, it's going to be hard because, I mean, look at this. It's adorable. He's so cute.
Let me see.
Look at that guy. Look at him.
Oh, baby. Wait, is that anything written on it? Age 5.5.
Wow. All right, we got somebody coming in. We're so excited to see your baby photos. Hello. Who we got? We're connecting.
Yo!
Hi.
What up, Tana?
I got it.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
let's see that. Look at it.
Wow. Is there any way you can turn your screen sideways?
Like
Oh,
that.
that's so perfect.
Yeah,
Oh my
there we
gosh. How
go.
old are you in that photograph?
I was just born. I was a day old.
Really? You were fresh. You had just come out of the oven. That
Fresh
is
out
awesome.
the womb. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
That is a solid photo.
Now look at us. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this is great. Wow.
So what kind of snack can we treat you to tomorrow, Monday afternoon?
I'm not sure. Probably just an icy or something.
All right. Well, what we're going to have you do is text Mary Frances or whoever your youth leader is with your official order, because kind of an icy or something is not very direct. So you're going to have to come up with exactly what you want so we can figure it out, okay? Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much. Your baby picture was awesome. You look great. Keep it up.
Okay. Bye.
I have to give a shout out. Dude, the Shepherds are always on point. Give me that picture back.
Get that out of here. I'm sick and tired of you throwing stuff at me.
That's the best part.
So the second object is
good.
it's pretty close to my heart because
Really?
Yes, my Aunt Paula happens to love this second thing. You ready to introduce what it is?
I can't say this one's very close and dear to my heart. I'm not gonna lie. This now I'm a big fan of Paula, but
I'm a huge fan of Paula.
yeah, Paula's legit. But these are I'm not a huge fan of. But we all know you and your moms have a giant collection of this. Now it's not spices. What it actually is essential oils.
Essentially, we have all of them.
Look at these little guys.
Single flavor.
Please, I don't even know what they are.
Look at all those.
You get Raven. What the heck is that? Okay, we have lime. Yeah, that's always good for your face. Peppermint. That's good for some like headaches or something.
So we need you to go and find your mom's essential oil collection. She could have
Eucalyptus.
2, or she could have 20.
Radiata. Yeah. Oh, these are great. Cypress. I'm telling you, these are not
I'm a huge lavender fan myself.
lavender.
Yeah.
How'd you say that guy?
The guys. Do we have anybody requesting live with their mom's essential oil collection? If you have more than my Aunt Paula's collection, is where this came from. I'm gonna be impressed.
Hold on, we got lavender here. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Wow. Look, that's
Okay, we got
cheating here.
this. It's just one,
That's
that's
it?
a whole door full.
and then we got
Christ.
all
there
of
we go.
these,
No.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I thought we had all the flavors.
and then we have used ones that are empty. We have like
You have empty.
that's completely full with oils.
Wow.
What?
You can't throw those away. Like, you have to
That's
keep them
completely full with
heads
oils.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Are you? That is sclerescence.
Yeah, do you know? Oh, I was going to ask for an obscure one, but
Yeah.
it's peppermint. I was going to say, do you have peppermint?
Juniper.
Everybody has peppermint.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
peppermint. Would you like me to get
Well-
peppermint?
Well, Whitney, which essential oil is your favorite?
Yeah.
Citrus fresh.
Citrus fresh. That does not sound natural at all.
Not ginger? No.
Add it to some water and it's
Citrus
perfect.
fresh. That's toeing the line. Is that actually helpful? Does that do
Where's the
does that make things better?
Guys.
Jenna told me to say that.
Okay.
What
What can we get you?
What do you want?
I don't know what I want.
So you're gonna either text myself, Russell, Mary Frances, or even Jake.
Don't text me.
Yeah.
I know you don't like me, Jake. I won't text you.
So text one of us tell us what you want, and we'll get
Okay.
it like sometime like tomorrow afternoon.
Sweet.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
playing.
Wow, that was an intense collection. So
That really was.
those already came from that house, and that was the leftovers. Okay?
Whoa.
Oh, actually, I'm receiving
Oh,
news
wow.
that those are Mary Frances and Russell's. So
Yes.
those were
The
a
young
gift.
Padawan is now becoming the teacher.
Yeah,
So
those are the inheritance from my Aunt Paula. She's an essential oils rabbi, if you will.
yeah, that's
So-
that's strong enough to knock someone out. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even
Like,
have to hit him. You just essential oil, bang, and he's unconscious. It's perfect.
Good time.
So we're really excited for this third home hunt
I'm
item.
excited.
It's not really an item, it's more
Nope.
of an action.
100%.
And Andrew, you stand up in the middle, you're actually kind of dressed for this. He's got his swim trunks on. I don't know if you can see that. But what we're going to have you guys do is you're going to have to give the phone to a parent or a sibling, and I promise they're going to be happy to help you with this. So you're going to request in live with a parent or a sibling holding the phone, and you have to jump into your pool fully clothed. Whatever you're wearing right now, full cannonball into the pool while a sibling or a parent records it. So you're going to request in live before you're ready to jump in. We know that not all of you guys have pools. That's kind of unfortunate, but you're just going to have to join us in making fun of whoever is about to jump in the pool. And it was 100 degrees today.
It really was.
It was really hot.
Yes.
So this might actually be worth it in the long run. So it looks like we have some people who are already requesting in live. Maybe that's their essential oils count. But we fully clothed. That's the most important part.
Okay.
All your clothes on, ready to jump in the pool.
Here we go. What do we got?
We're connecting with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, go. Ready? Jump in.
Wow! That was fantastic.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah.
Can you do us a favor and turn the phone sideways as the video?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Dane, well done there, guy. Turn it sideways. Turn horizontal. Yeah, there we go, like eating a hot dog. Never
Well,
mind.
you're the opposite of fully clothed, but that's okay.
Yeah. We said fully clothed, and I think you thought not, but that's okay.
No!
You're great.
Wait, can I jump in again?
What?
Can I jump in again?
Yes, go for it.
As
Send
many
it.
times as
Full
you want.
send for the boys.
Yeah, we'll get you 2 snaps.
Two
How about
snacks
that?
for 2 jumps.
Oh, he's trying it again.
Here we
Jack,
go.
go, Jack, go.
Okay, do something cool. Oh, this person has all their clothes on.
Oh, yeah. Who's that person with...
Jet.
Oh, that was awesome.
Can I win something?
That's what I'm talking about, Jet. Let's go, baby. Oh, wow. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
The Shepherd House is a blast.
I'm telling you, they're always...
Did I win anything?
We should go over there.
I know. Like, we...
Should we come hang out? Would that be okay?
Yeah, like social distancing in your house. Good time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that was fantastic. That was a great little
Jed,
dive.
Dane, we are proud of you. Send us what you want. You got double snacks. That's actually absolutely incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, text Russell or myself. I don't even know if you have Jake's number, but
I hope you don't.
yeah.
If you do, I don't know where you got it from.
But yeah, send us what you guys want, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Sound good?
Great job. See you later.
Yeah.
Proud of you guys.
Right.
Wow, that's
It's pretty exciting.
we got 2 for 1 there.
We
I
really
was
did.
expecting to see one person fully clothed.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, we did. We saw one guy half clothed jumped in, and the other guy full. That was
It was
that
good.
was intense
That was
stuff.
a good time.
You know.
That was probably the best part. Was that? I looked like a belly flop.
Yeah. It was.
It was like a belly flop dive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what happens to me when I try and dive in pools. It's just full belly flop, red everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So
I actually think we're out of here now.
yeah, I think that's time to go. So thanks for playing the game with us. We had an awesome time, and we'll get the winners, your guys' snacks tomorrow.
Yep. All right.
Peace out.
See you, homies.
All right, and as they head out, myself comes back, and the one and only, the one that everybody loves is going to jump on, Mary Frances Wilson.
Wow.
How you doing?
Doing great.
You dating anybody?
Am I what?
You dating anybody?
Nope.
Whoa! Hey! Come on now. I'm sure everybody in here knows, but she's my wife, so take that. All right. Well, we are going to play a quick game together. Mary Frances is one of our high school and junior high leaders. She does a little 2-time role. She's the best. We're going to play a game. You excited?
Yeah.
You know what the game's called?
Well, I do now.
You do now because it's on the screen. Well, tell us what the game's called.
When I was in high school, I was allowed to say that, but now I'm Kansas, so it's face booty awesome.
All right, and it's not what you're thinking. Here's the instructions and what's going to kind of be happening. There's going to be a little video that plays, and Mary Frances and I have to guess if the video of the person doing something crazy, if they fall on their face, if they fall on their booty, or if they do something awesome. And so what's going to happen is we're going to see this short little 5-second clip. It's going to stop. We're going to talk about what we think. We're going to see what you guys think is going on as well. And Mary Frances is always going to go first. So I'm going to let Mary Frances guess first if it's face, booty, or awesome. Yeah, always in everything, you know. That's what happens when you get married. But specifically in this game, she's going to go first. If she gets it wrong, awesome. I'm going to guess something different, and we're going to see what happens. Does that make sense?
It does.
Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah, Russell?
It does.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. So we're going to get started with this first one. So as this video, the first little 5-second video plays, let's kind of see what we think. All right. So he's at an angle.
Yeah.
He's at an angle. Huh.
He doesn't look like he's going to go up. He looks like he's going to go.
What do you kind of think? You think he's going to
What are my options? Face?
So face, is he going to fall on his face? Is he going to fall on his booty? Or is he going to do something awesome right here?
You know what? I'm going to go face.
You think he's gonna fall on his
Go
face?
big or go home.
All right, I'm gonna guess that he's gonna do something
We're getting
awesome.
we're getting a lot of awesomes here.
I'm thinking this is gonna be something
Nice.
awesome. So here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
Oh no. Please fall on your face.
Oh! Oh! Booty!
Oh, these make me so nervous. They hate me so much.
You just straight up like sat down.
Oh man.
Well, neither of us got a point there.
Praise God.
So we're both good.
I'm sweating.
We're gonna play 5 rounds of this. So that was our first round. Whoever has the most wins at the end of this will get to pie the other in the face. So this is gonna be intense because we're married. This could determine a lot of stuff. So let's see what happens this next one.
Oh no.
Oh, there's no way this goes that well.
Is he trying to jump over it?
That's the question. Do you guys think he's trying to go under or over this thing right now? Let's see.
I really want to believe that he's going to do something awesome, but
it's kind of hard to. I mean, he's running in mud at a tree branch.
I just see this clotheslining him. I think he's sitting back.
All right, you think what's gonna happen?
I think it's gonna be. I just don't even know what awesome is. What if awesome
Something
is just
awesome.
falling?
Awesome is landing it.
I think he's gonna fall on his face.
You think he's gonna fall on his
I'm just
face?
gonna go face every time.
It's a
Face
common
every time.
it's a common
All
thing.
right, I don't think it's gonna be booty again. So I'm gonna say he's gonna do something awesome.
Oh, no.
So we're gonna same answers from last time. So let's see what happens.
Oh!
He fell on his booty again! Oh my gosh! We stink at this.
Yeah, we're bad.
He legit fell on his booty
Did
again.
they all say? Did they say booty?
They all said face. Well, except for Rosa. Rosa is the big shout out.
Oh,
There we go.
nice.
That's just
Maybe
a booty.
Rosa.
Way to be a stud. All right, well, we stink, but that's okay. Maybe we'll pie each other in the face at the end of this.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
A dead
Next
body.
one.
Oh no. Oh man. Oh gosh.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay, she's coming right out with an awesome. He's an engineer cowboy, it looks like.
Well, I tell you what.
Yeah, I tell you what, brother, I'm gonna make this jump. And as I make this jump, I'm gonna do something cool to make that jump.
I just hope his pants stay on.
That's a good. Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, for everybody viewing.
All right, I'm gonna switch it. So she guessed awesome. I'm gonna guess face. So let's see what happens here.
It's awesome.
Well, I tell you what. Watch. I told you I could do this. I told you.
Oh yeah! Thank you, dirt.
Ow! How do you not jump over that?
Oh.
It's like chasing what?
Wow, thank you, little dirt. That tripped him up right there. Yes, I'm in the lead, folks. I may be able to win this. 1-0.
Can you imagine if I was the one time you win?
It's fitting though. Come on,
It'd be
am
very
I right?
humiliating.
I don't know the answers to
I might
these,
need some help.
but you don't either. So here we go. 2 more left. 1-0.
Oh, she looks awesome.
Okay.
What is she doing? Russell, you want to demonstrate for us?
Yeah.
What
So-
do we think it's going to be? What would be the awesome thing you do now?
Yeah, just like that.
Pretty good.
That's why I'm behind the screen usually.
Okay.
What are they thinking? What are they thinking?
They thought the last one he hit both face and booty.
Well, let's face first.
What do they think for this one? Help a sister
We
out.
got
Phone friends.
awesome. Dane says awesome. Tata says awesome. No one else has quite responded just yet.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to go awesome.
Okay. I'm gonna go booty. Oh gosh. Let's see what happens right here.
Come on, girl. Be awesome. No!
Dude, she hit hard.
Straight ate that. Another face.
Play that one again.
Yeah, that was fun. Play that one again if you can.
I was already.
One more time.
Let's see if our tech man knows how to play this again or not.
What is she balancing on a ball?
Whack!
She's either bouncing on a ball or dislocated a bunch of toes.
That's
I
right.
think that's probably what happened.
That's right. So,
Oh man.
sweet. I'm still up 1-0.
Yeah.
We're on our last one. What would you like to do? Would you like to have a double or nothing?
Because there's no tie.
There's no time. Unless you would like to have it be 1, and if we do tie,
Or we both tie each other
we
in
both
the face.
pie each other in the face.
Double or nothing, baby.
Yeah, double or nothing, baby. Right on. We really don't know what this next one is, and I'm actually really hoping I get a pie Mary Frances in the face. I would be in big trouble, but it'd be worth it for you guys. So let's check out and see what this next one's gonna be.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
Oh, come on. That is so hard to guess.
I've believed in the people, and I've given them so many awesomes, and they failed me every time. But I feel like this is the last one, so it could be an awesome, but he might over-rotate and land on his butt. And I'm speaking
Or
maybe from
face.
personal experience.
Or face.
No, I think he's going to pull it
Okay.
together. What are we voting?
What are we voting?
Literally,
Group
This
effort
isn't
by myself.
almost everyone except 2 has said awesome.
Ah!
You gonna go with the people? Or you gonna...
Ah! Oh
Except
man.
we got Rosa says face, and then 2 others said
man.
booty.
Ah!
Don't second. Zach said
Okay.
don't second guess.
5,
Although Keegan said she landed on her booty.
3, 2,
Ah!
1.
But
But she is guessing but.
oh no, it's gonna be awesome.
I am gonna go face. So let's see what happens.
Please fall on your butt. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I landed it. But that's okay, because guess what happens? I'm in the lead, 1-0. I won, everybody. This isn't rigged. Oh, this is so good.
Oh, hold
Wow.
on. Let me help
No.
you out there.
But I'm just one more little dot.
There,
That's
there,
good. That's
there
good.
we
That's
go,
good.
There we go.
See this? This is good. This is awesome. So I'm gonna apply this in her face right now. I hope you can see. I hope everybody can see her and what's gonna be happening right now. Don't worry. Hey, I love you a lot. Okay. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh yeah. All right. Look at this beautiful lady. Isn't that awesome? Ah! All right. I took a little bit of that.
Man.
That's pretty cool. So that's it
man.
for our Face Booty Awesome game. You know what's coming up next. Check out this bad joke and get ready for our awesome new message coming up by Jake.
Wow, that graphic I think is so cool. We posted it yesterday on our Instagram. So if you know Megan, she's the one that made that for us. And I think it's one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. So give her a shout out in the comments. If you've got her number, text her, tell her how much of an amazing job that she did getting that graphic ready for us. But today I want to start with a question. What do you think of when you hear the word faith? Maybe your name is Faith, and so when you hear people say that word, it's kind of awkward because it feels like they're talking about you. My cousin is getting ready to marry a lady named Faith, and so sometimes that's what I think of when I hear the word. And Faith, if you're watching this, shout out to you. So excited for you to get married to Garrett. We're so excited to start this new series, Magnificent 5, together. As we move through these qualities of the Christian heart, our hope is that we will learn to live and think more like Jesus thought and lived. Tonight, we're going to center our hearts and our minds around this word, faith. I encourage you to grab something that you could write on or use the notes section in your phone, because we're going to do some reflection times later on, and I want you to be able to write stuff down and think about it deeply. So as we talk about faith, the dictionary defines faith as complete trust or confidence in someone or something. I love that it says complete, not sometimes or only when things are going good. Faith means to completely trust someone or something regardless of the circumstances. And that idea is going to be huge for what we're going to talk about tonight. Because maybe for you, life's been pretty easy so far. You know, your parents are still together. You mostly get along with your siblings. You never came home from school and were wondering whether or not there would be food on the table. But maybe for you, your circumstances, life hasn't been very easy so far. You know, your parents went through a really hard divorce. Things haven't gone well for you. Someone you love died too soon. You know, sometimes life is really easy and sometimes life is really hard. We're all in a season of quarantine right now. Maybe for you and your family, quarantine, it's kind of like a free vacation. Both your parents still have their jobs and you know that everything is going to be okay. But maybe for you, it's the exact opposite. Maybe for you, one or both of your parents can't work anymore. Money is suddenly really tight and you can feel the tension in your whole house. My point is that no matter where you fall on the spectrum of how your life has gone so far or how your life is going in the present, we're all putting our faith in something. What are you putting your faith in? The answer to that question is vital because ultimately where we are putting our faith drives the way we make decisions about the future and it changes the way that we see the present. For some of us, our faith is in ourselves. We're relying on our own hard work and intelligence to pull us through life safely and successfully. For some of us, our faith is in our parents. Their opinions and advice drive our decision making. It's the only thing that matters to us. Our complete trust is in their ability to make a good decision for us. For some of us, probably more of us than we'd like to admit, our faith is in being happy and comfortable. Everything that we do goes through this lens of, is this decision going to make me happy? Too many of us have bought into the lie that happiness and comfort are the most important things in our life. Or maybe you're like me and you've placed your identity, you've placed your faith in what you do. I know that was so true of me for so long, being a high school and then a college athlete. Maybe you've decided that being an athlete and playing your sport at the next level is the most important thing. That's what you're going to put your complete trust in to get you through life. Your hope for the future is based on your performance. Maybe you related with one of those things, or maybe it was something else for you. But our parents, our intelligence, our happiness, our comfort, the things that we do, those are all really good things, but they're not the best thing. What would it look like if we took our faith, if the faith that runs our lives, what if we put our complete trust in the promises and provisions of Jesus in his way of life, instead of all of those other things that I just talked about? So for our first reflection time, that's what we're going to do. On that thing that I told you to get out that you could write on, I want you to write 3 areas of your life that you feel like you're putting your faith in something other than God. And I want you to think about those for maybe the first minute. And then for the second minute, I want you to just sit and take a deep breath. And in your mind's eye, just imagine what life could look like if you chose to put your complete faith, all of your trust, into the hands of Jesus. So write down 3 ways that you're not trusting God, your faith is not in him. And then think about what life could look like if you chose to trust him with everything.
Visible in all things, I just have to fix my eyes. You're always present.
I hope you guys found that reflection time valuable because, like I said earlier, ultimately where we're choosing to put our faith drives the decisions we make in the future, and it changes the way we view and experience the present. But before we move on, I want to tell you a story of one of my greatest friends. The story of how my good friend Garrett came to trust Jesus with his whole life is a powerful image of what it looks like to completely trust God, to give Jesus complete control in everything that we do. So Garrett grew up Catholic, and as he got older and older, he became more and more curious about what the Bible actually said. It occurred to him that he didn't know what his own religion claimed to be about. Maybe you've had a similar realization in your life. Maybe you realize that you're just kind of a Christian because your family is and you don't know what it's all about. I would encourage you to do what Garrett did. Pick up a Bible and start to read it. When Garrett started to read the stories of Jesus, his biographies in the Bible that we call the Gospels, he felt so compelled to start taking his faith more and more seriously. As Garrett read about the incredible life of Jesus, he began to reshape the way that he thought, he lived, and he talked. His experience with Jesus in the Gospels changed the way that he lived. But that's not the whole story. Because you see, Garrett's home life was pretty chaotic. It wasn't exactly what we would call a smooth ride. As he grew in his faith, when he was first choosing to trust Jesus, his parents went through a really hard divorce. And as he continued to grow in his faith, as he decided to start living more and more like Jesus would have him live, he started to become discontent with the life of his parents. Both the lifestyles of his mom and his dad were frustrating to him, and he didn't really have one or the other to turn to. As he started to feel like a stranger in his own family, maybe you felt that way before, he experienced the power and voice of Jesus and decided to commit everything to him. He didn't want to be half in, half out anymore. He wanted to give Jesus complete control. But my favorite part of Garrett's story comes from when he was trying to find a school to go to for college. I know some of our seniors that are getting ready to graduate are about to make that decision, and it's a huge decision. You see, Garrett knew that he wanted to serve God and teach people about Jesus as a pastor, but he didn't know exactly what that would look like. So he started to pray and ask God to provide a way to do what he knew God was calling him to do. To make a long story short, one day, Garrett got a letter in the mail from a school he'd never heard of, a school he'd never reached out to. The letter was from a Bible college in Missouri, and it informed him that he'd received a full tuition scholarship for the next semester. Garrett was so certain that God had worked a miracle in his life that when the time came, he packed up his car and he drove the 1,600 miles from Phoenix to Missouri to pursue what he felt like God was calling him to do, against the advice and wishes of his family. Because you see, his mom and his dad, they wanted him to go to school to get a degree that would make some money and he'd be able to support himself. But Garrett wanted to trust everything to Jesus. And I'm so glad that he did. Because of the radical faith of Garrett, myself and hundreds of other high school students in Flagstaff have gotten to experience in a real way the love and power of who Jesus is. Garrett's story is so powerful to me because he was faced with so many opportunities to do what was easy and comfortable. But time and time again, he chose to put his complete faith in Jesus. And we have the same opportunity. Whether you're a sixth grader who loves video games and pizza rolls, or you're a senior who's getting ready to graduate and you're trying to get over the heartbreak of finding out that prom and walking at graduation aren't going to happen. No matter where you are in life, you have the opportunity to completely trust God with your future. Because people are usually in one of three camps. You're either not trusting God at all. You're either kind of pretending like you trust God and really only doing it when things are really bad. Or you're trusting him with everything. And my hope is that most of us would move from that middle camp into the third one, where we relinquish control of our lives and trust God with the future. But trusting God isn't always easy, and it definitely doesn't come naturally, because there's so many things whispering in our ears, fighting for our attention, lying to us, telling us that they deserve our full devotion and attention. But having complete trust in Jesus, even though it doesn't come naturally, it's something that we can practice at. It's something we can get better at. It's going to take consistent, intelligent effort to learn to trust God with our whole lives. And I believe that if we're going to get serious about following Jesus and putting our faith in him, that we're going to need a change of perspective to keep us on track. Because ultimately, how we see the world is so important. So I want to read you guys a scripture from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. It'll be on the screen, so you can read it along with me if you want. It says that faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. A few verses later, it continues and says that by faith we understand that the universe was made by the word of God, so that what is seen was not made by things that are visible. This verse is so important for helping us understand what faith is. Because faith is not pretending that something's true when it isn't true. Faith is not a feeling. In fact, sometimes feelings get in the way of us having faith. Faith in God is the assurance of the things that we hope for. Faith in God is assurance of the things that we hope for. The hope that we have in Jesus, that through his resurrection and his love for us, that we're forgiven and we can enter into eternity with God right now. Faith is the way we make sense of things that we can't see. It's the understanding that there is more to life and the universe than what you and I are seeing right now. Faith is ultimately a change in perspective. It's beginning to see things how God sees them and not how you see them. When we put our faith in Jesus, it changes that perspective. The crushing anxiety, depression, and family tension that seem to be attacking us from all directions starts to lose its hold on our heart when we start to look at the world the way God does. But it takes a lot of practice to see things God's way instead of our own. If it was easy and natural, I wouldn't be preaching a sermon about it, right? We'd all just be doing it. We would all say that we want to have the courage to have radical faith in a big moment, right? We all want to be able to trust God when it matters most. But I think that trusting God when it matters most is built on a life of trusting him every single day. Think about sports for a second. If you've ever played a sport, you want to come up big for your team when it matters most. You want to hit that shot at the buzzer to win the state championship. You want to get that big hit when it matters the most. But anybody who's competed in anything would tell you that your day in and day out practice is what prepares you for those big moments. That nobody who slacks off at practice just shows up and does incredible things when it's crunch time. It's the compound interest of all of our intelligent effort to get better at something that allows us to succeed in the big moments. It's the same way with our faith. It's unlikely that you're going to wake up one day with the faith to trust God with everything. And unfortunately, some of us were under the impression that that's exactly what was going to happen. You know, some of us maybe thought that when we got baptized and we came back up, life was going to get really easy. That we were just going to be able to trust God all of a sudden like a magic formula. But I think that having an authentic faith is something that we have to practice. And I want us to look at 3 practices that we can use to help build our faith daily. Because the best way to get from where you are right now to where you want to be is to create new habits and rhythms that help you lean in to the presence of the Holy Spirit. And that's something that we have to do every single day. So the first thing that we want to challenge you to do, the first thing that we want to do together, is before you touch your phone in the morning, get out of bed and pray out loud. You know, maybe you want to use the prayer that we challenged you guys to last week. It was this: Jesus, I trust that you are pursuing me today. Because we need to change our focus. And unfortunately for so many of us, our focus is our phone, especially during times of quarantine when it doesn't seem like we have anything else to do. So I want to challenge you to turn the alarm off on your phone. And then the first thing you do before you pick it up and look at your notifications, get out of bed and pray. Jesus, I trust that you are pursuing me today. I want to challenge you to pray before you ever interact with technology. The second thing is this, is to study God's word daily. It could be for 5 minutes, it could be for 50 minutes, it could be for 500 minutes. It doesn't really matter at the beginning. Because the point is to interact with God through his word, the Bible. Just open it up and start reading. If you're new to interacting with the Bible, find the book of John and start reading it. I think you could be amazed at what happens. But if you're not new to the Bible, if it's something you're pretty comfortable with, we've been doing reading plans every single week as a youth group. And they've been such an incredible way for us to connect with each other and Jesus' brother. And what a powerful testament to who Jesus was. If you could convince your brother that you were God, I think you might be on to something. So this book is going to be really powerful, and each day we're going to read a different chapter. And we want you to interact with us on Instagram, through your story, post, and tag us so that we can stay connected during this time of isolation. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pray before we ever interact with technology. The second thing is we're going to study God's word daily, even if it's just a little. The last thing I want you to do is to interact with someone whose faith is inspiring to you. Ask them about their story. This could look like a FaceTime. This could look like a regular phone call. Maybe that person's in your household. Maybe it's your mom or your dad or a sibling that has an incredible faith story. Because that story of Garrett is so powerful to me. His faith is inspirational. And my hope is that as we interact with the people that we look up to, my hope is that their stories will encourage us to trust God completely. Because it's one thing to read about it. It's one thing to hear about it through a video message like this. It's another thing to talk to someone who's actually done it. So I want you to find someone in your life that trusts God completely and just sit down and ask them their story. I think it could be a really powerful way to help you learn how to trust God completely. We're so excited for this Magnificent 5 series that we're doing together. Today's message was about hope, and as we move forward, there's going to be a different characteristic of the Christian heart that we're going to cover. As the week goes on, we're going to be making short Instagram devotional videos through the book of James. I want to encourage you guys to check those out. They'll post every day around 5 p.m. We've been so proud of the way that we've gotten to interact with all of you. It's been such a blessing during this really hard time. We hope to see you back here next Sunday at 6 p.m. for our Youth Night live service. So as we wrap up, I'm going to pray for us. God, I thank you so much for today. I thank you for your word. I thank you that you are trustworthy, that you never let us down, that you always have our back. God, I pray that if anybody learned anything tonight, it's that you deserve our complete trust. God, we love you and we live our lives to serve you. We ask all these things in the name of your son, Jesus. Amen.